Hey gang, time once again for the weekly weird news. We're back here at the picnic tables down from the old Pizza Italia because I don't know. I'm really trying to pick different places to do one take to do these videos from. Originally, I was really wanting to do it from the house because I thought, today's a really nice day, but there could be a possibility that a lot of wind's going to blow through and everything like that. It's going to suck. But then I remembered having an annoying roommate. Okay. Now there's something you don't see every day. I wish I could have caught that. A dump truck hauling a bulldozer in the back of a flatbed trailer. I don't see that very often. Do you guys? That would have been awesome to get. Anyway, so we're here to do the weekly weird news. Originally, like I said, I was going to try and do it at the house, but, that roommate, she just, and I wasn't 100% sure if today was going to be a nice enough day to get out here and try and do this. But compared to the past couple of days, Friday we got some rain. Yesterday was pretty cold. But now it's like, it just feels like it's nice warm weather, and I said, what the heck, let's go down here. The picnic table's down for Pizza Italia, the old Pizza Italia, I should say, and do the video and everything like that. So I rounded up 8 more stories. We got 2 from Florida this week, and starting off with a story that unfortunately it really irritated me. And I'm not going to try to rant on it too much, but hopefully you guys will understand why it irritated me. So I want to do this one first because the rest of them are just like insane. And if you're wondering, like, is one of the Florida stories going to be the last one on here? Yep. You did it again, Florida, 2 weeks in a row. Oh my goodness. So here we go. Some men who are unhappy with their looks have turned to a new trend on social media called bone smashing. It's where you lightly tap your face with a hammer to shape the bones to your liking for a more chiseled look, all in an effort to improve your appearance to attract women. Okay, so I'll give you guys some time to write down your answers as to what social media is influencing idiots to do this kind of thing. So, this. Okay, pencils down, and let's see what you guys got. Let's see. TikTok. Very good. TikTok. You all got it right. TikTok, very good. Yes, TikTok once again is influencing morons to go out there and do something really stupid. I'm telling you, this site needs to be taken down. It needs to be taken down if it keeps doing stupid stuff like this, because it's just going to, or at least whoever keeps coming up with these ideas, they need to have their accounts deleted, and they should never be on social media ever again. I'm just saying, okay? I'm not a fan of TikTok, but, come on, seriously? What kind of an idiot would do something like that? A network outage that caused several government offices in an Ohio county to lose phone and internet services is being blamed on a squirrel. When I read that, all I could think of was that little, I don't know, it's a GIF or something like that. It's where you hear that suspenseful music and see what looks like either a squirrel or a gopher or something, like turning around with those eyes. I read that. That's all I could think of was like, like dun dun dun, like, squirrel. Squirrels are evil, man. I can tell you why squirrels are evil. I got beaten up by one in high school. I was messing with his nuts. A Russian man came back to his apartment 3 years after leaving for work. How do you do that? Things is different in Russia, I guess? I don't know. To find the place covered in a pigeon mess because he left the windows open. Well, duh. That's like leaving your door open. You go to work all day, you come back, and you know, you find out like a dozen cats been in your house, leaving a mess, shredding your couch and chairs and everything like that. And it's like, you know, like, how did this happen? You left the door open, stupid. Or you leave your windows unlocked and people come in and rob your place. A New Jersey Girl Scouts troop found cookie sales in high demand outside of a cannabis dispensary. How ironic. But the move may have landed the group in hot water with the organization's leaders. Well, obviously, if you're going to sell anything outside of a cannabis, outside of a pot business, a marijuana business, yes, you're going to get into trouble. Unless they legalized it in that state, but still, I don't think the Girl Scouts are all about that kind of thing. Of course, I was never a Girl Scout. I was briefly in the Boy Scouts. Well, I'm glad I got out of that. I'm telling you. But yeah, apparently they tried to stunt, like I think it said a couple of years ago, but they didn't like it, so they decided, you know, like, why don't we just try it again this year? And you know, it's like, yeah, you're selling cookies outside of a place that sells pot and pot-related items. Of course, you're gonna make a lot of money. An Atlanta area police department issued a notice to parents after officers claimed a child brought a vodka-based beverage to school tucked beside a bag of Doritos and a packed lunch. Shouldn't it be kind of obvious that, you know, parents out there should really be watching their kids a little bit more? I mean, yeah, school can be stressful, but life can be stressful. And, you know, alcohol and drugs and cigarettes and vape pens and all that, it's not going to help. It's just going to make it worse. But parents should be a lot more, what am I trying to, parents should be a lot more smarter, I guess you could say. And should be trying to pay more attention to their kids, because if they're sneaking in alcohol and stuff like that in their school lunches, what's going to happen? Was it going to share it with the teacher? Well, then again, probably. Florida news. This one really got me. An Orlando, Florida woman was arrested after she was caught speeding because she had an upset stomach. Excuse me. Oh, that killed me. I was like, out of every excuse you could come up with to tell the cop why you were speeding, why you got pulled over, an upset stomach. Oh, Florida. A gathering in Kentucky. I was going to save this one for last, but when I saw that other Florida story, I was like, no, this one's going to be second to last. A gathering in Kentucky to commemorate the 150th anniversary of a legendary event where meat mysteriously rained down from the sky took place. To mark the occasion, a small plane soared over the event and dropped 1,800 plastic unwrapped beef sticks on the crowd. Obviously not sponsored by Slim Jim. But wouldn't that be kind of dangerous? You're dropping plastic beef sticks on people from a plane? That would hurt. I would think that would hurt. And again, I think they like their whiskey, so it probably didn't bother them too much. And finally, an Osceola County, Florida man who owns an Airbnb with his wife was arrested after he was caught having sex with a vacuum cleaner. I tried to check to see what the man's name was, and apparently it's not Doofy. So, you know. You're a married man, you own an Airbnb, and you would rather have sex with a vacuum cleaner? There's a movie out there, unfortunately, and I wish it was making the this up. It's called Oversexed Rug Suckers from Mars, which is basically about vacuum cleaners. It's one of the stupidest movies you're ever going to see in your life. I recommend not watching it because it's horrible. The cover looks amazing, but the movie looks like it was made for about $30. But yeah. This guy gets caught having sex with a vacuum cleaner. Where else but Florida? We'll see if Florida can do it again, make it a three-peat next week. I gotta go. I do. I can't finish the rest of this because it's just, I don't know how much time I got left, but I gotta go. So, you know, please subscribe to any of the channels down in the description below. My head hurts. I gotta go somewhere and get some water. Take care of yourselves. And please, if you would, what was the one story out of this week that just made you go like, what the? Okay? Out of all of them. Just take care of yourselves. Try to be good. Try to be good yourself. Try to be good to others. Till we do this again, as always, stay strong and rock on. Good Lord.